She judged him by his pocket change. In a time when every penny counted, a 10-year-old boy stepped into a busy hotel coffee shop and sat at a table. He looked scruffy, his hair was a mess, and he seemed out of place among the well-dressed patrons. An impatient waitress, already exhausted by the lunch rush, slammed a glass of water in front of him and waited for his order with a frown. The boy pulled a handful of coins from his pocket, spreading them out on the table like treasure, and asked, "How much for an ice cream sundae?" The waitress, glancing at the line of people waiting for tables and thinking of the tips she was losing, snapped, 50 cents. The boy's face fell as he carefully counted his small pile of change one more time. He looked up again, his voice small, and asked if he could get a plain dish of ice cream instead. 35 cents, she shouted, her patience completely gone. The boy gave a resolute nod, ordered the plain ice cream, and ate it quietly while the waitress ignored him. When he finally paid the cashier and left, the waitress marched over to wipe his table, ready to complain about the cheap kid who took up a seat during the rush. But as she reached for the empty bowl, she stopped dead in her tracks. There, sitting in a neat little stack next to the dish, were 15 cents, the exact tip he had saved for her by giving up the sundae he really wanted. She stood there in the middle of the crowded cafe, the silence of the moment ringing in her ears. She realized that while she was judging him by his worn clothes and slow counting, he was busy calculating how much he needed to sacrifice to make sure she was taken care of. It was a 15-cent lesson she would never forget. Kindness isn't about what you have left over. It's about what you're willing to give up to make someone else's day a little better.